support to the Bobcat athletic teams. They provide scholarships, help with state tournaments, support future Bobcat athletes, and assist in providing funds to help with facility upgrades and other athletic needs. You can visit the Bobcat Packers website at www.thebobcatpackers.com for more information on becoming a member. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's non-conference matchup between the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors and your hosts, the Brookings Bobcats. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you all to please stand. This coming Friday, February 4th, is World Cancer Day. It was established in 2000 by the Union for International Cancer Council. This day seeks to empower cancer. By raising worldwide awareness, supporters of World Cancer Day are working together to reimagine a world where millions of cancer deaths are prevented and access to life-saving cancer treatment and care is equal for all. The 3-year Close the Care Gap campaign and theme is about understanding and recognizing the inequities in cancer care around the globe. It's about having an open mind, challenging assumptions, and looking at the hard facts. Thousands of individuals and families have been impacted by cancer and the barriers preventing people to access the care they need. Many are in a current battle, a survivor, or have lost a loved one to this devastating disease. The Brookings boys basketball team and Brookings High School want to honor loved ones by bringing awareness to this extremely important conversation. We have also chosen to wear the theme's color blue to show solidarity and inspire you to take action to help close the gap. Please join us by raising your posters and having a moment of silence to honor all who have been impacted. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you remain standing, remove your hats, and show proper respect to the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by the BHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Isaac McMahon. Say hello to the Bobcat cheerleaders. Kira Steinauer, Paige Johnson, Ruby Simmonsma, Alyssa Love, Lisa Batone, Aliana McKnight, and Mackenzie Steinauer. The Bobcat cheerleaders are coached by Carly Crocklin. Now let's meet the lineups for tonight's non-conference matchup. First, the starters for the visiting Warriors. At guard, number 1, McKelly Caballo. At guard, number 2, Joe Utek. At forward, number 10, Jarek Shepard. At forward, number 14, Mandala Mohammed. And at center, number 30, Noah Robinson. The Warriors are coached by Jeff Toler and assisted by Mike Holstein, J.J. Hayden, and Will Hanneman. And now the starting lineup for your Bobcats. And forward, number 2, Zach Moe. And forward, number 4, Jake Ahman. At guard, number 10, Sam Harden. At guard, number 22, Jack Even. At forward, number 23, Jeff Letty. The Bobcats are coached by Travis Ingebrigtsen and assisted by Jared Hunter, Joe Fredrickson, Mark Fry, and Charles Stewart. The officials for tonight's match are Jeff Schroeder,
so
Luke
curious to see
Mander,
how that works in their favor tonight, but nonetheless, Brookings always bringing the effort, the hustle that they do. Coach E has gone back to this word a lot too. They're just pesky. They're a very pesky team. They work hard. They like to get all up in you on defense, so that's what they're going to have to do here for the next 32 minutes to pull out a win.
And as always, Brookings in their home whites with gray numbers, red trim. Washington, black jerseys, orange numbers, and white trim. As the tip gets into the hands of Even, he stumbled on the way up. He tried to lay it in. I think he's okay. Now he's limping down the court. This could be interesting. That is the worst possible start for Even and the Bobcats early on, as it was Kimbalo who drove in, and then he was fouled on the way up with his left hand.
So yeah, like you had said, perfect start to get the tip, but you could just tell Even planted wrong, I would say, on that left-handed layup. I don't know if he planted wrong on the right or left foot, but just an awkward layup attempt as it was, just missed it. That would have been an amazing start.
Still,
for the Cats.
he almost laid it in still, even with that stumble. So as the first one is no good from Kimbalo. The foul was on Jet Letty, so that's the first team, first personal, and only 10 seconds in here. So the Bobcats need to clean things up. Again, it wasn't a bad foul, as the second one gets that one to fall in Kimbalo. Now a 1-0 lead here with 7:45 left in this first quarter.
And something we've seen Brookings face all year is just a full court press. How can they handle it? We've seen them struggle with it a lot. Nonetheless, if they can slow it down, get it across, and then also keep that slow tempo on the offensive end, get a good look. That's what they're going to have to do tonight to stay in this game. But then Zach Moe throws one back to Sam Harden. It goes over half court, so it's going to be an over and back, giving the ball back to the Warriors.
I was going to say right before the turnover, it was kind of that flex offense from the Bobcats. Nice to see sometimes. Again, going a little old school there, a little organization as Kimbalo gets into the lane, goes up and over the top, doesn't get it to fall, and his shot was off the mark, and then coming down with the rebound, it was number 10, Zarek Shepard, the 6'6 senior, who was fouled on the way up. So again, another quick foul here. We're 39 seconds in, and the Bobcats have 2 fouls, and 2 of those fouls are on Jet Letty.
Yeah, you can see Nathan Lease is going to check in. And again, Letty's just such a hard worker. Bobcats need him in there. Nonetheless, you're bringing in Nathan Lease, a guy who has size, 6'2", which for the Bobcats is tall. Other teams, it might be a point guard. And Lease is also a great shooter. So I know you lose just the hustle and the peskiness from Letty, but nonetheless, you're bringing in a guy who still likes to score the ball and is a good shooter.
And then it was a missed second free throw, 0 for 2, and Noah Robertson came up with the rebound and laid it in. So now a 3-0 lead here with 7:10 remaining in this first quarter for the Washington Warriors. Harden takes control of the offense. They go left side over to Ammon. Ammon is guarded by Robertson. They go right side to Harden. Harden guarded by Kimbalo, gets a little shoulder into him to create some space. Then he gets a bounce pass down to Lease. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Nice spin to his right. Lease, a little jump hook with the right hand, just short. And the rebound pulled down to the Warriors as Kimbalo pushes it down to the left-hand side. They get back to Kimbalo. Thought about a 3, didn't take it, goes corner. Shepard, nice pass down low over to Utek. Utek, a little turnaround jumper from a few feet away, just off the mark. Rebound goes to the Bobcats as they push to Jack Even. Even goes right side. He's guarded by Muhammad. Spins to his right, then a crossover left. Gets away from him. Gets a pass to Moe at the top of the key. They go left wing over to Harden. Harden back to Moe. Again, more patience here from the Bobcats, just trying to get a good shot, and it pays off there as Ammon knocks down a 3 from the right wing.
And that's huge right there, like you had said, patience. They were in no rush to score. They were moving the basketball, excellent ball movement. That's going to lead to open looks as it's a 3-pointer by Kimbalo, giving Washington a 6-3 lead. Again, going back to the Bobcats offense, that's what they have to do. Slow it down. You are in no way wanting to rush a good shot. You'll get a good shot if they keep moving the ball like they did last possession.
They got Ammon in rhythm there, and that's just what he needs as a shooter. With that last 3, Kimbalo's got 4 of the 6 points here. It's a 6-3 lead for Washington. Now a 3-point shot from Harden. Don't see a lot of those from him, and that one was well short as they push it all the way ahead to Shepard. Shepard goes flying to the floor. It's a pass to the corner to Utek. Utek goes top of the key. It's a wide open 3 for Robertson off the mark, but then a rebound to Shepard. Gets his pass over to Muhammad, and then he's fouled on the way up. So now 3 team fouls here for the Bobcats, none for Washington, and now more bad news for the Bobcats. Ammon is going to limp off the floor as Svenis is going to check in for him.
And again, just second chance points for Washington, or second chance opportunities, I should say, getting those offensive rebounds. This will be their, I believe, 5th and 6th free throw attempts of the night already. And like you said, we're only in the first quarter. There's still 5:27 left to go. I mean, they've got there 6 times. They're almost halfway to the bonus, too. Just not the start Brookings needed. Nonetheless, they only trail by 4, which is a positive. But like you had mentioned, unfortunately, Jake Ammon checks out, so hopefully that injury was nothing too serious.
Muhammad gets the first one to rattle in, second one rattles out as 2 Petersons check in for Washington. It's Tommy and Cole looking in for the Warriors. 7-3 lead here, 5:15 left in this first quarter. Harden goes top of the key to Lease. They go right wing to Svenis. Svenis just checked in for Brookings again. He went in for Ammon, who was injured on that last play. They go top of the key, back to Harden, down to 10 on the shot clock. Again, patience here, but the Bobcats not really getting much done. Nice cut there from Mo. Mo's so physical in the lane, and then he's going to lay it in and one.
That's an excellent backdoor cut there by Zach Mo. And again, that's something they're going to have to do tonight. They're not really getting open off the screens. Washington is just all up in Brookings' business. Again, they kind of have that peskiness too. So again, if your defender is that close to you, Brookings has to do what Zach Mo did right there. Fake, backdoor cut, excellent pass, converts on the and one. We've got now a 7-6 ball game. Great offensive possession there by the Bobcats.
And that should give Mo some confidence the rest of this game to get a look inside like that. Kambala drives in, wanted contact on the way, didn't get the call. Rebound goes to the Bobcats. They push it ahead over to, it's going to be Lease in the corner. Tried getting a handoff to Even, couldn't get it to him. Then another great cut there and a left-hand finish from Harden. So 2 back-to-back cuts there for the Bobcats, and they take an 8-7 lead with 4:30 in the first.
And again, that's what's working. If your defender is that close on you, all it takes is one jab, go to the hole. Harden did it, Mo did it. Excellent passes as well by the Bobcats to give them the 1-point lead, 8-7 with 4:22 left to go in the first.
And that's what the Bobcats need out of Harden. They need him getting into the lane, and it's another 3-pointer for Kambala. That's his second of the evening, and that's now a 10-8 lead. Again, Kubala with 7 of the 10 for the Washington Warriors. So if the Brookings Bobcats could get an answer for him, they'll be back in business.
Exactly. Last thing Brookings wants is for a guy to start catching fire like Kumbalo has started 7 of their first 10. So Brookings going to have to do a better job on defense as Zach Mo shoots a corner 3 just off the front rim, rebounded by Kumbalo, and here he goes coast to coast.
Gives a dish off to the right side. It was Joe Utek, went into the lane but got called for the travel. Got a few more subs coming in for Washington. It's going to be Noah Robertson, Patrick Osborne, and then one of the starters in Zarek Shepard, the 6'6 senior. And right now the Bobcats are missing Jet Letty. Again, he's had a few games this year, Alec, with 4 or 5 offensive rebounds for these Bobcats, and right now he's on the bench.
Exactly, and what he does so well is he just goes up, and we've talked about it, he just kind of does those tip-outs. You know, he jumps up. He might not have the height, but he has that athletic ability to jump up and just kind of punch it out, which gives him a rebound. And yeah, that's something the Bobcats are missing, so that's where guys like Zach Mo and Nathan Lease are going to have to step in right now and kind of do that job.
Bobcats continuing to let that shot clock get down to the 10-second mark as they continue to rotate the ball on the outside. Good closeouts here from Washington, down to 5 seconds. Harden got the ball stripped away, and then it ends up in the hands of Osborne, the 6'1 senior. Takes it down to the left corner, gets caught there. They bring it back up to the top of the key, and Cole Peterson. Peterson guarded by Lease at the right wing. They go left side over to Utek. Utek gets a nice pass down low. It was Cole Peterson who was cutting into the lane and laid it in with the left hand, extends that lead to 4. It's now a 12-8 lead, just under 3 minutes in this first quarter.
Again, that was almost going a little bit of that flex offense there, that setting that back screen. You got to know it's coming. Trey Svenis almost lost it, but he did lose it, but luckily it went out of bounds on Washington, so Brookings will keep it underneath their hoop. And here comes Owen Burns, somebody we've talked about is going to get a lot of minutes, needs the size. He checks in for Sam Harden. So again, that comes back to now point guard. You know, Sam's the one that always brings the ball up, so that's where guys like Trey and Zach are going to have to take care of the basketball because they're in charge of bringing it up.
And this is what I was talking about pregame, valuing the basketball. Again, no turnovers right now on this, in these last couple possessions, but it's two passes, or one pass that got knocked out of bounds, and then it was knocked out of the hands of Svenis. So Bobcats catching a break here, but they need to value the basketball and get some offense going. Again, this team's not going to take it easy on you, but if you're just going to hand it off to them like that, they're just going to make you pay.
Especially on inbounds. Those are plays you don't have to score, but you have to get the ball, and you can't afford a turnover on an inbound play.
They go left wing over to Svenis, down to 7 on the shot clock. Top of the key to Burns. Didn't want to shoot it. Least does get an open look from 3 in the corner, just short on that one. It was tipped around, ended up in the hands of Shepard. Warriors push to the other side. Nice move there. It was Cole Peterson who just faked to his left, went right by his Bobcat defender and laid it in at the rim. And we'll take a 30-second break here. It's a 14-8 lead for the Warriors here with 2:16 left in this first quarter. Back in 30 seconds, K-Country 102.3. Washington Warriors, and right now Bobcats staying competitive, but they have to continue to stay patient on offense, but not just get content with rotating the ball around. They need those backdoor cuts, and they've seen success so far, Alex.
They do, and also right now being able to take care of the press. We've seen them turn it over as we do right there. Kumbalo gets the steal and the layup, 16-8, and we've seen it all year. This is where that lead just gets bigger and bigger for teams when they pick up the pressure. Brookings just they have to get across. Once they get it across, then you can slow it down. You're in no rush to score. But you can't pick the ball up in the corner there like Trey done. Got to stay out of the corners.
That's valuing the basketball, right? Find those good spots that you can be in. Gets a ball screen from Burns. It was Lease who tried to drive middle but got cut off. It's now another three-point opportunity. Short on this one again is Mo. Rebound to the Warriors. They continue to push, and Kumbalo is just going to run wild against this Bobcats team as he lays it in. He was fouled on top of the head, I think. And Kumbalo right now, he's got 11 of the 18 points for the Warriors as he finished at the rim +1.
And again, that's the 4th team foul for Brookings. So you can already bet on Washington will get to the bonus for sure in the second half, which Brookings does not want to see as they already trail by 10. And unfortunately, Washington just doing such a good job on their defensive end, only having 1 team foul, something we talked about before the game. Brookings has to try and get to the line, but with Washington only at 1 team foul, the bonus just looks very bleak for the Bobcats at this moment with a minute 43 left to go in the first.
Kumbalo completes the three-point play. He's up to 12 points of the 19 for the Warriors. Lease gets caught in the right corner, goes top of the key, up to Burns, gets a ball screen, trying to get a roll, and then it was number 14. It was Muhammad getting a little too aggressive, gets called for the foul on Lease, and that'll be the second team foul on the Washington Warriors. So again, they've done a great job, the Warriors have, of playing aggressive defense, but really not getting many foul calls.
No, they're not, and we've got Jocko here tonight. He's ref for who knows how long.
This crew in general is pretty
Jocko's not going to miss a call on that, so if he calls you for a foul, you must have done something wrong, like we saw last possession.
Back in the D2 SDSU days, I remember watching him as a kid. Ammon gets a three-point shot, top of the key, knocked one down, and then somehow gets that one to fall, so he's got 6 points, 2 3-pointers for Ammon, and that's just what the Bobcats needed. Get it back to 11 here. It's now an 8-point lead for the Warriors approaching the 1-minute mark. It was a cutting Muhammad, gets at the block. Great spin move there, didn't finish at the rim, and then it was a rebound to Harden. Harden wisely slows it down, takes it across the center line. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 52 on the game clock here as the Bobcats possibly have a 2-for-1 here, Alec, late in this first quarter.
And here's where the Bobcats need somebody else to make a bucket, because if Jake Ammon keeps hitting shots, they're only going to pick up that pressure on him, knowing that's kind of their go-to guy. Here's where Lease or Mo, somebody's going to have to hit a shot to take some pressure off Ammon. Nice pump fake shot, shoots it, I thought hit on the head, but offensive rebound by Burns, who kicks it back out to Harden. Harden kicks it to Ammon in the corner. He's going to drive in for a layup. Great take by Ammon. He puts it in for 2. It's a 19-13 Warriors lead with 20 seconds left. Washington will hold for a final shot.
And I'm okay with a shot like that. Again, you talk about getting the last shot, but Ammon got by his guys, and they just kind of left him, so he took it into the lane and laid it off the glass. Down to 10 seconds. Kumbalo just going between the legs here by the ESD logo. Takes it to his left, takes a 3-point shot. He's been on fire, misses that one. Rebound to Mo. We got to push it here. They get it up to Harden. Harden about a 3-quarter shot, and he hit the front iron there. Unbelievable. Just about got it to go. It was Mo. I don't think he realized there was 3 seconds left, but good thing he got it to Harden, because Harden just about knocked it down from 3/4 of the way back on that court. We'll take a 1-minute break here after the first quarter. It's 19-13. Washington Warriors. Back in a minute, K-Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter just about to begin here. Again, it's a 19-13 lead for the Washington Warriors. First quarter, leading all scorers, Caballo with 12. Ammon leading the way for the Bobcats with 8 of their 13, so they need him to continue to shoot the ball well and see that go through the basket, Alec.
Again, just looking even at their numbers, very, very close. Brookings 5 of 12, Washington 7 of 13. Both teams hitting a couple three-pointers. Brookings only 3 turnovers in the first quarter. That's huge for them. Biggest thing that stood out, Washington getting to the line 7 times. Brookings just 1.
Joe Utek checks in for the Warriors. Again, it was a foul away from the ball on this possession, and that one's going to go on Harden. So now 5 team fouls, only 1 foul to give until the bonus here. They tried lobbing it in down low to Tommy Peterson from the baseline. It was Jack Even on him. It looked like he tried going up, didn't realize he was supposed to go for the oop there, and then he came back down, and then he's fouled again. So
and I don't think
now
Jack
they have
even
no
was
fouls
ready
to give.
For the play. He was kind of almost out of it. So a quick inbound from Washington. And Sam, again, going for the steal, but again, you just had 1 foul. He just picked up his second, like you had mentioned. Now next foul, depending on the foul, obviously puts Washington in the bonus for the remaining 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Crucial for the Bobcats here, as they now really have to control every possession that they have, because you trail by 8 and Washington is in the bonus for the last 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
UTEP contributes 2 free throws from the line, so now a 21-13 lead here with 7.5 in the second. It is Svenis who's caught, gets it ahead. They get it to Even. They go corner to Ammon. Ammon just what the Bobcats wanted, an open 3, but he's short on it. Rebound goes to Muhammad of the Warriors. Now he's doubled. They push it ahead. They get it to Caballo, get it out of his hands, and then it's going to be Tommy Peterson at the right baseline. Went up strong against Owen Burns. No foul. Got his rebound, and then he lays it in. So, again, the Warriors continuing to push the ball ahead, Alec.
Exactly, and that was a good last possession by the Bobcats. I know once they got it across half court, it was 1 pass and shot, but it was a wide open look for Jake Ammon. That's something they will live with. Nice cut by Trace Fennis, but he goes down in and is just swatted by Zarek Shepard. And again, that's that 6'6" height down low. Anytime you go in the paint with the size Brookings has, it's just not likely going to end in your favor.
Caballo off the mark on a 3-point shot. Look at the hustle there. He misses the 3-point shot on his end, comes all the way back, steals the pass from Ammon, and then goes behind the back to save it from going out of bounds. And then they take over, and they're fouled on the way. So officially, bonus basketball for the Warriors here, possibly double bonus after the next few fouls, Alec.
And that's just an unfortunate foul. I know you have a turnover, good hustle by Caballo, but then when you foul a guy, 75 feet away from the hoop, when you're already in the bonus, that's just a tough foul. So like I said, you got to just get back on defense. I think make Washington beat you on their end rather than picking up a foul and just getting them to the line for easy free throws.
And that one was on Even, so now his second. So he joins Letty on the bench, both with 2 fouls. And again, free throws continue to be the highlight of this game, Alec, as they have been for so many others. And then that 1-and-1 does go off the mark there. It was Joe Utek who had an opportunity to go for 2, couldn't make any, and it's a rebound to the Bobcats going to the other side.
And again, Brookings should, I guess, be pleased they're only down by 10 with how many times Washington has got to the line. It seems as though they are missing quite a bit. So the fact you're only down 10 with Washington getting to the line so often, as Trace Fennis tried to get around his defender, just lost control of the basketball. That right there is one of those turnovers we talked about they just can't afford when you're already down by 10.
Well, and that's one where you got to make him at least, I mean, if you're going to turn the ball over, you got to make him earn it, right? At least get a pass off, and if they get in front of it, they make a good play, is what it is. But yeah, when you lose it out of bounds like that, that just takes all the momentum away from anything you can do on your offense. It was a pass over to the right side. Muhammad tried lobbing it over the top. It was stolen by Nathan Lee. So a good response on defense for the Bobcats. Again, it's a 23-13 lead for the Washington Warriors with 6 remaining. Jumper inside the 3-point line from Ammon, just off the front iron. Rebound goes to Caballo. He likes to run, but he's going to hold up at the 3-point line, not afraid to shoot. He was short off the front iron there, so a rebound to Zach Moe of Brookings, and that's one of the things Caballo can do. He's a dual threat, likes to drive, also likes to shoot. Ammon gets blocked from behind, ends up into the hands. We're going back and forth here, Alec. Again, it was Caballo all the way down there, lost it through his hands. But my goodness, I need oxygen just talking. You got to imagine how Caballo's feeling just going up and down the court every single time, Alec.
It's a lot. And again, Brookings, we've seen them tonight. They're trying to attack the paint, which again isn't the worst thing. But I mean, the height that Washington has, it's just block after block. So again, you might have to jump stop, take a jump shot, or make that extra pass. As we see Jackson Eck check in, the 6-foot junior. So again, you like to see when he gets in, because he knows his role. He's in there to hustle. He's on the floor. He's taking charges. He's kind of doing a lot of everything, and that's what he'll have to do as he checks into the game.
Right wing to Svenis, gets a ball screen, goes top of the key to Mo. A deep three-point shot from Ammon, just short. It was tipped away from Lease on the rebound opportunity, and then it's in the Warriors' hands. They push it ahead to Cole Peterson. Nice catch there. Good body control, and then he lays it in. So Cole Peterson now up to 6 points for the Warriors. It's a 25-13 lead with 5 minutes remaining in this first half, Alec, and the Bobcats need to do something right now. They've got to be able to slow down this Warrior offense.
Yeah, they need a bucket, and as we've seen the last 3-4 possessions from Washington, they love to push it. They get a rebound, and by the time they get that rebound, they've got at least 2, sometimes 3 guys already across half court. Brookings has got to do a better job of getting back because it is just fast break layups for the Warriors.
It's been about within 10, 12 seconds almost every time. They don't get it down very far. They go right side, down to 5 seconds. They go to Lease. Lease gets doubled down low. Got to get a shot up with 3 seconds left. Misses everything. Comes up into the hands of Eck. Again, good hustle there, but unfortunately Lease's shot did not touch the rim, as we're going to see Sam Conrad check in for the Bobcats. So we're getting a lot of new faces tonight, Alec. Do you think that has to do with the fouls, or do you think Coach E just wants to see some new guys get in and get some time here?
I think it's both. I think it's definitely foul trouble. You've got Harden with 2, Leddy with 2, Even with 2. But at the same time, Washington has done such a good job of pushing the basketball. You bring in a guy like Conrad who's fast. He's very fast. He's one that will definitely have no problem getting back. But now the question is, will he be able to defend Kambalo, who's got 13 or so points here in the first half? It's a very tough job to come in one of your first varsity games and you get stuck on him.
It was Kambalo who got Conrad in the air, drove in, missed his shot, but then it was an offensive rebound, and that's where you're missing Leddy. It was Osborne who came up with it. Mo goes into Zarek Shepard, lays it in. A lot of contact on that one. Both guys went down to the floor as it's a three-point shot in and out, and then it ends up in the hands of Kambalo, but it's going to be a foul. I think they're going to get this one on. It looks like it is going to be Zarek Shepard, the 6'6 senior, with a push.
Yeah, a good job box out right there. Again, the small stuff that we talk about all the time that Brookings has to do. When they don't have that height advantage, they have to box out, and I know we've talked about it. Technically, it's not really a foul call, the box out, but anytime a ref, if he sees you boxing a guy out and he jumps up over you, you're going to get the call like we saw right there.
Yeah, it's a 27-15 lead for the Warriors. It was a timeout from head coach Jeff Tobin of the Warriors, so we'll take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to Bobcat Boys Basketball, Kid Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody. Bobcat Boys in action tonight. Bob Joe Stead, Jim, alongside Alec Johnson. This is Andy Lee. The Bobcats taking on the Washington Warriors here on this cold and chilly Tuesday evening in Brookings.
Yeah, some of the temperature feels like it's coming in and affecting the Bobcats shooting cold. So hopefully the temperature outside can warm up, and hopefully that can translate inside the gym and the Bobcats can start to warm up.
Bobcats only 3 scorers right now in Mo, Ammon, and Harden as the ball gets turned over and it ends up into the hands of the Warriors. Peterson, the 6'1 junior, passes it ahead. It was an open 3, and it was Joe Utek who knocked that one down. Again, it was Conrad who got out there a little too late. Now a 30-15 lead for the Washington Warriors here with 3:10 remaining in this second quarter.
And something we've said too, that cross-court pass, at this level, you just don't ever really see it work. You know, the athleticism that the guys have to get across. So we saw Leddy try and make that cross-court pass as he almost loses it, throws it off of the foot of Even, so it's taken away by Patrick Osborne of Washington. They go down. A better job of Brookings getting back on defense, but again, it's going to be a corner 3 air ball rebounded by Conrad.
That was Noah Robertson, the 6'4 senior. It doesn't look like he gets a lot of opportunities, and if he does, he doesn't take them. It was Even who had a chance at a 3, and you'd like to see him, and that's a guy, you're okay with him forcing a shot right now. He has not taken a shot yet. He's got 2 fouls, and he is not one of the 3 scorers for Brookings, and he needs to be a scorer if the Bobcats are going to get back into this ball game.
And that's a play, too. Jake Ammon passed up on an open 3, so, I mean, even Ammon knew that he had a wide open Even, somebody he wants to shoot the ball. Brookings just can't afford passing up those wide open looks, especially when you have a senior like Jack Even who's a great shooter.
Nice defense there again. Leddy's presence being felt at the moment. It was a nice spin move. It was Cole Peterson who drove in, and then it was swatted away, blocked by Letty. Ball was tipped out of bounds. Should be Bobcat basketball. Checking in for Washington should be Kumbalo and Muhammad. And again, that's going to be that speed factor. We'll see if Conrad can keep up with him. And then it was also Zarek Shepard, the 6'6 senior, checking in for Washington.
And again, it's one thing if Brookings can't cut into the lead when those guys are out of the game. So it's disappointing that they come back into the game. So again, it's tough to score when they're out of the game, but it's been even tougher to score when they are in the game.
I think right now the Bobcats need to have the mentality, keep the game close. Again, if you get a couple points here, see if you can hold them towards the end of this first half. I'm not saying give up on the half, but hold them close, and then maybe you can get a quick start in that third quarter. It's a three-point shot in the corner, and it's Zarek Shepard who knocks it down. First 3 points for him tonight, and now it's a 33-15 lead with 1.5 to go in this first half.
And it's something we've talked about too. When the Bobcats are in a zone defense, the open looks is one thing you might miscommunicate. But when you're in man-to-man defense, guys should not be getting that wide open of a look as Jake Ammon launches one from the right side off the back iron, rebounded by Washington. But again, if you're in man-to-man defense, you've got to get back and guard your guy. Right there, it was just
nice pass.
Two simple passes by Washington in a wide open layup. Luckily, it was missed. But the Bobcats have just got to do a better job getting back on defense, which we haven't seen tonight.
Letty trying to do too much. Stolen there. Kumbalo, again, no surprise. Drives the other way, goes into Sam Conrad. Good defense. Hit off the foot of Kumbalo. Kumbalo just stopped playing, wanted the foul, but it ended up into the hands of Muhammad, and he laid it in off the glass. So now a 20-point lead here with 50 seconds remaining. It is going to be
injury.
Oh, it is an injury.
Timeout.
Okay, I was going to say
Shepard.
Okay, I was going to say I don't think the Washington Warriors were able to call a timeout in that scenario.
Injury timeout.
But yeah, nonetheless, again, it was Kumbalo who gave up on the play, wanted the foul, and it just happened to be Muhammad to clean it up and lay it in. So now, again, a 20-point lead for the Warriors here. We're just under a minute in this first half, and this is just what the Bobcats couldn't do, Alec. Again, we talked about they need to keep this close. You have to start looking ahead right now, and if they dig themselves too deep of a hole, it's just going to be tough to come back.
Exactly. They need a bucket here, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot. You're down 20. If you can get it to 18, as Letty goes up, missed it, tries to gets his own offensive rebound. So again, now the shot clock is just about even with the clock. 30 seconds on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock, so a second differential. Brookings is going to have to hold here for their last shot, you would think, as Lease goes up and is able to put it in. Again, they'll take that basket. So now you only trail by 18. If you get a stop here, you're going to have to come out huge in the third quarter so the lead doesn't continue to grow.
So it took them this long. They've got 4 scores now. Again, they're going to need some more in the second half as we look ahead to stay in this. Muhammad at the free throw line. Kicks it top of the key to Cole Peterson. Drives in against Even. Goes corner. It's Joe Utek. Drives in about a 15-footer just long on that one, and that's going to conclude the first half there. So at the half, it's 35-17 in favor of the Washington Warriors over these Brookings Bobcats. We'll take a 4-minute break here to get some words in from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the Bobcats halftime show, give you game time analysis, and take a look at a few other things as well. You're listening to the Bobcats Boys Basketball Radio Network on K-Country 102.3. Back in 4 minutes.
Bobcat fans, please direct your attention to the east basket for our 3 shots contest. In a minute, Sadie Morgan will have 35 seconds to make a layup, a free throw, and a 3-pointer. If Sadie makes a layup, she receives a bottle of water from the concession stand. If she sinks a free throw, she earns a Bobcat t-shirt from the Monogram Club. And if she drains a 3-pointer, she receives a $10 gift card courtesy of Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Sadie, are you ready? Go. There's bottle of water. Now, Bobcat fans, please direct your attention to center court as we need your help with our Find the Prize game. Justin Coffel will be blindfolded, and with only the help and guidance from the Bobcat faithful, he will have 30 seconds to find the prize. Everyone assist Justin by shouting instructions like left, right, straight. Ready, set, go.
again, but O'Gorman just behind him. So a tight race there in the girls' side for Double A, and that will conclude our halftime show. So again, we'll try and get some more scores from that game. Last we checked, it was 15-3 in favor of Washington just starting the second quarter. So the girls just need to get on the board a little bit more, maybe get some stops. But again, holding that team to 15 in the quarter is not too shabby, Alec. That's a tough team.
Not at all, exactly. 15 points is huge, and you know, with the girls that Washington has, it's tough to probably get good looks. Brookings could be getting good looks. They might be doing what the boys are doing, just not converting on those open looks. So again, you hold a team to 15 points in the first quarter. It could be a confidence builder for the girls, even though you're down 12.
Our halftime temperature, Alex, 7 degrees, feels like -7. We talked about the recess woes earlier. We've got some indoor recess today, which I'm okay with this basketball action tonight. And of course, that halftime temperature brought to you by Active Heating, serving you in Watertown and Brookings. And we are set to go here. It's going to be starters for both sides, and it'll be Hardin to take over on the other end of the floor. It's a 35-17 lead here for the Washington Warriors. We'll see what the response is from these Brookings Bobcats, Alec.
And again, it comes down to this first possession. I know you're down 18, but
that's
the first possession,
right there.
Excellent take by Zach Moe. We've seen him do that all year. Loves to get around defenders. He is not afraid to attack the rim. And again, it starts with that. You now trail 16. You get a stop. If you can do this a couple more times before you know it, you're going to be down 10 or even single digits. Offensive rebound there, and Sam Hardin's going to get called for the hook. That's going to be his third. You wonder if he's going to come out right away or if they're going to give him a little more time. It looks like they're going to. So here's where he's going to have to play extremely smart, because the second he picks up that fourth, you know he's going to get subbed out.
Yeah, and I think looking at the other end on offense, as it was number 30, Noah Robertson, going up, blocked on the way up, and ends up into the hands of UTEC. UTEC, a running jump shot, no good there, rebound to even. But we talked about Mo. He's so comfortable, and that's when we can see that his confidence is soaring out, when he can get into the lane like that, drive baseline, and then finish so strongly at the rim.
Exactly, and that's something he's going to have to continue to do. He's not really a three-point shooter. It's not his comfort zone, like you had said. He is more of attack the rim, try and draw a foul. So again, if he's able to do that, you got to keep feeding him so he can continue to score.
Always a good gauge to see where he's at mentally. It's a fake three-point shot there, pump fake from Mo. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock, goes to Hardin. Hardin bounce pass to Letty in the lane, goes to his right, an awkward shot there, couldn't get it to fall. He's fighting for a rebound. It was him and UTEC tipping it back and forth, and then it ends up into the hands of UTEC, who pushes it all the way down. Nice touch pass there from Muhammad. He gets it to the right block to Robertson, and Robertson lays it in.
And something we talked about, that's just too easy for Washington. 2, maybe 3 passes, and you get it all the way down to a guy underneath the hoop. Brookings just has to do a better job of sprinting back to prevent open layups like that.
There was a pass to the right wing over to Hardin. He goes top of the key to Letty. Back to Mo, left-hand side to Ammon. Ammon takes a three-point shot, in and out on that one, tipped away. It was in the hands of Mo for a split second, but then it's Eric Shepard, the 6'6 senior for Washington, coming down with it. And of course, it's Kambalo pushing ahead against Hardin, gets it down low to Muhammad. Muhammad on the left block. Nice spin move to his left. Thought about a shot. Gets a pass to the corner. It's a three-point shot in that corner from UTEC, and he knocks it down.
And again, open look. Just got to do a better job of closing out. You know, it's one thing if you make a contested three, but right now it looks as though their shots are not even contested. They're just wide open looks. And again, Washington's a good shooting team. If they're given that much time with nobody in front of you, there's a good chance. We saw it in the first half. They were 4 of 9, almost 50%. They're going to make those open looks.
UTEC with that last basket, he's up to 6. And then it was a pass.
Cross-court pass.
That skip pass to the corner. We've talked about the issues with that, and it is another turnover as Tommy Peterson, the 6'2 senior, checks in for the Warriors. So again, we're not seeing the response we were hoping for, Alec. The good news is we still have 5.5 in this third quarter.
Plenty of time left in the quarter, and again, you still have another fourth quarter. So I mean, all it takes is a couple made baskets and a couple stops, and again, this lead from 21 can instantly be cut in half.
Game of runs.
That's what I mean, exactly. So the Bobcats by no means are out of it. They just have to do a better job defensively of contesting these shots for Washington, so they're not just wide open looks.
Trying to get it Kambalo. Nice crossover to the baseline. Tough shot there. He's almost behind the backboard, and he gets that one to fall. So his first 2 points since the first quarter, did not score in the second. Again, he had 12 points in the first. He's up to 14 total, leading all scorers, and it's a 42-19 lead for the Warriors. It was even trying to lay it in, couldn't get to fall. Kambalo goes corner. It's a three-point shot from Muhammad off the mark, tipped around in the air, and there was Ammon who tipped it. Now it's Letty going after it, and it's going to be black basketball for the Warriors.
And again, right there, Brookings pushing the ball. Just right idea, I would say, in some aspect, depending on the situation. Right now, they have to value their possessions. And again, something you had said in the first half. You're down 23. Pushing the ball maybe hasn't worked for them a whole lot this game. I think anytime they can get a stop, slow it down, let your guys get to the other end so you can set something up. Just because we haven't really seen that fast break offense working for them tonight.
They go right wing to UTEC. He drives to the free throw line, spins to his right, elevates. Nice shot there. Couldn't get it to fall. It's a rebound to Lease. So the Bobcats get the stop they needed. We'll see if they can respond with a basket of their own on this end of the floor as Even goes right side to Harden. A three-point shot, well long on that one. Just caught the iron from the ESD logo, and it's a rebound to the Warriors. Hey, I think it was a no-look pass there from Muhammad. He was looking to the corner to Kambalo, tried going down the middle to Zarek, and it just wasn't happening.
It wasn't there. And again, that's a good look for the Bobcats. I know we also said this. Sam Harden, maybe not one that shoots a lot of threes, but I don't think Brookings has got too many open looks here in the second half. So again, I think if you're wide open like Sam was, take your shot. It goes in, it's big. It obviously didn't go in, but it was still an open look, something Brookings needs to get this half.
They rotated to the right side to Even. He goes back to the left side over to Ammon. Down to 15 on the shot clock. It's Mo, dribbles right, goes right. They go right side, similar to where he shot last time is Harden. Harden gets it tipped away, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Lease at the block. Nice turnaround, little one-hand jumper there from about 5 feet and knocks it down.
Nice jump shot there by Lease. And again, doing a good job of backing his defender down. Excellent shot there from Joe Utek. A little 1-foot step back shot.
Nash
action
right
there. That's a good shot. But again, nice shot by Lease backing his defender down. Nice little jump hook. But again, if Brookings is going to continue to score, they got to get stops on there. And you don't need to get every single stop, but we had just said it. Maybe get 2 or 3 stops in a row to try and cut in to this 44-21 Washington lead.
Even goes left side to Ammon to the wing. Goes corner to Harden. Harden missed a 3 last time, misses one this time. Long rebound ends up into the hands of Kambalo. He pushes ahead over to Muhammad. Foot slid on the ground. Nice turnaround there. Found an open Warrior and Tommy Peterson, and he laid it in with ease. Now a 46-21 lead, just under 3 minutes in this third quarter. So again, not the response the Bobcats needed here. There has to be some urgency going on right now. They've got to get something going because right now it's not happening for the Bobcats, Alec, and they need to continue to push ahead here.
They do, and Washington out here in a little 2-3 zone. That's something that could work for the Bobcats. Sam Harden connects on a 3, and again, we just said it. He's not one that shoots it a lot, but if he's open, you got to shoot it.
Third time's the charm.
And if Washington is going to come out in a 2-3 zone, that's where Brookings is going to have to take advantage of those open looks to get back in this game. There's a stop. Now let's see if they can get another basket on back-to-back possessions. And
it was Kambalo who missed that 3-point shot, and I'm okay with the Bobcats if they give up a few looks at the 3-point line, right? You're in the moment right now where you're okay where if the Warriors want to settle for 3-pointers, let them have a couple of them. Again, they were 4 of 9 in the first half, but they missed a couple here in a row. I'd rather have that than getting those wide open cuts down low.
And that too was a better contested shot. Something what we've said, if it's a wide open look, you got to do a better job. That one right there, Harden did a good job of at least contesting the shot for Kambalo, left it short. So like you had said, if Washington's going to shoot those threes, that's fine. It's even better if Brookings can contest like they did and getting a stop on that defensive end.
Trig Otten and Patrick Osborne in for the Warriors. It's Trace Svenis and Jackson Eck for the Bobcats. Under 2 minutes here, it's a 46-24 lead for the Washington Warriors. Top of the key, they go left side to Osborne. Again, a nice cut there. It was Kambalo left wide open in the lane. A great cut from him, and he lays it in with the left hand, up to 16 points, leading all scorers, and now a 24-point lead here with 1:35 remaining, Alec.
And again, it's one thing if you maybe see that in the first quarter, kind of trying to figure out the offense, but now we're almost 24 minutes into the game, and they are still getting back screen for wide open layups. Brookings just has to do a better job of communicating, letting your guy know, hey, screen's coming, so he can get there. Alongside, we need some help side defense there, so somebody's in the lane, and so it's not wide open looks like Kambalo has been getting.
Elise, a long 3 there, short on that one, so rebound to the Warriors. Kambalo takes another 3-point shot. Again, he had a nice lay-in, and then he knocks this 3-pointer down. So Kambalo now 19 points in the ball game, leading the way for the Warriors, and this game's getting out of hand, Alec. It's 51-24 and under a minute in this third quarter.
Yeah, Kambalo's just got the hot hand right now, so Brookings has to do something to stop him. Nice pass from Eck to Mo. Mo swings it to the corner for Jake Ammon, who just leaves it short. And again, this is something we've said. Brookings is getting the good looks. It's not like they're bad shots. They just can't get anything to fall right now. And we said it in the first half, you know, if 3 more of those 10 threes would have gone in, they would have only been down 9. Kind of goes here for the second half. They're getting open looks. They just can't convert on anything right now as they trail by 27. There's 40 seconds left to go here in the third. Washington has the ball. They'll have to get a shot up, obviously, and then Brookings will be able to hold for the last shot to end the third.
They get it to Kambalo. Again, he's a 19-point scorer tonight, and he just takes it into the lane there. Luckily missed the left-handed layup. Shot clock's off, down to 25 on the game clock as the Bobcats continue to control the possession on this end of the floor. Ammon caught at the top of the key, goes left side to Svenis. Down to 15 on the game clock. They go right side to Eck. Didn't get a ball screen there. Now he goes baseline, gets caught underneath the basket. Someone's got to help him, and it's Burns at the right wing. Down to 6 seconds. A long two-point shot. Thought it was a three-pointer, but it was Eck who knocked it down from the right corner. So good to see him with a nice perimeter game. Haven't really seen him do that. We've seen him hustle around and get to the rim, but good for him to have the nice touch there. And after 3 quarters of play, it's 51-26. Sioux Falls Warriors will take a 1-minute break here. You're listening to Bobcats Boys Basketball. Kick Country 102.3, back in a minute.
Step up your game with Avera Orthopedics, the official sports medicine provider for Brookings High School Athletics. Experts support your every move with technology, orthopedic care, and sports medicine. Make your move to Avera Orthopedics. Visit avera.org/orthopedics to learn more. First Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of Bobcat Arts and Athletic programs because we believe everyone should play hard and bank easy. Visit any of our 4 Brookings locations. Ivy Fruit Store is proud to be a friend of Brookings High School and to support Bobcat athletics teams, fine arts programs, and student organizations. And Flight Selected believes that educational activities are an investment in our youth and is pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School.
Welcome back, everybody. Alongside Alec Johnson, Andy Lee here, 4th quarter in this Bob Josted Gym matchup between the Brookings Bobcats and the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors here. It's a 51-26 advantage, and the Bobcats just need to claw their way back here in this last 8 minutes, Alec.
They do. I can feel it. They're about to go on. I was going to say a 25-0 run, but after that bucket right there, they're down 27. You go on a 27-0 run right here, get some stops. Before you know it, you've got a tie game on this Tuesday night action. It just starts right here. If they can get a bucket on this possession, and then you just got to start getting stops.
That was Robertson who laid it in again, just a cut down the lane there. A great play. It was the Bobcat defense who lost him, and then a pass over to Harton, stolen by Robertson as well. So the Warriors doing a great job of controlling the game so far, really, in this first 3 quarters, Alex.
And again, they're still just getting those cuts right there. A good defense, but nonetheless, I don't think it should be that easy for them to come across the lane, catch it, and go in for what's almost a wide open layup every time.
And that was the new quarter sub coming in. It was Blaine Verhey with that shot. Didn't get it to fall. Nice little 10-footer there from the corner. And that was Jet Letty who knocks it down, gets his first 2 points of the evening. Now a 53-28 lead. And then driving into the lane, it's Joe Utek. Can't get it to fall. And then it's an offensive rebound by Zarek Shepard, the 6'6 senior. 5 points for him now as these Warriors continue to have a balanced attack on offense.
They do, and a lot of it's coming from the paint, something we've seen Brookings just kind of struggle with tonight as Zach Moe launches a 3 from the left wing, just leaves it short. But I'd be curious to see how many points Washington has got from inside the paint. Good defense there by Jet Letty, as it was Mandala Muhammad going out for a layup. It'll be out of bounds on Brookings, so it'll stay with the Warriors as we see number 11 for the Bobcats. That's Matt Wheelborg checking the game for Jake Ammon.
So good to see another senior get some time in this game, right? Valuable minutes to be held here. We still have 6.5 remaining. The Bobcats cannot just give up, and it's a tough move from Muhammad, and the new sub, Wheelborg, gets the rebound. So good defense there by Mo. Nice rebound from Wheelborg. 6:15 left in this ball game. They go handoff to Wheelborg. controls it with a crossover dribble, goes top of the key to Letty. Letty guarded by Muhammad, gets past him, drives in, a tough circus shot there, and it was swatted out of the way by Joe Utek. Going to stay out of bounds on the Warriors, and it's going to be Trig Otten, the 5'11 junior, to check in for them. So we'll see. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 6:03 on the game. Bobcats are going to draw up a play here from underneath their own basket.
A little yellow right there.
Yeah, they
Classic.
tried getting it to Mo, and then it was stolen by Muhammad. Uh-oh, we got a fast break opportunity. It was knocked out of the way. Ends up into the hands of Zarek Shepard, who just happened to be at half court. Thought it might have been a kick.
I think so. I think since it wasn't an intentional kick. I think it was just thrown off his foot, went back about 35 feet right to Muhammad at half court.
I'm sure Jocko's had a few calls like that in his career. And again, it was a nice cut by Robertson. So Robertson getting some easy points right below the basket, Alec, as he's rewarded for moving without the basketball. Even goes baseline, gets caught down there, then it goes between his legs. Luckily, it was Noah Robertson, the 6'4 senior, who picked it up, but the ball was touching the baseline, so it is going to stay Bobcats basketball, and it's going to be, I'm confused though, should it be a fresh 35, Alec?
Yeah,
they're going to fix it right now, I think, because the ball was not, there we go, they got it down to 27, yep. Because it was Even who drove in but didn't take the shot, and they've got it fixed. 27 seconds now on that shot clock. Harden goes top. It's going to be a drawn-up play for Wheelborg. A three-point shot from the corner. Just about got it, but didn't get it. And a rebound goes into the hands of Muhammad of the Warriors. They go left side to Robertson. Robertson goes back to Muhammad. They go right wing. It's Otten. The 5'11 junior's three-point shot off the mark. Goes out of the hands of Noah. It was Sam Harden there, and then it was Wheelborg trying to pass way ahead there to Mo, and it was well out of his reach, and it goes back into the hands of the Warriors, and then a nice left-handed layup on the other end by Zarek Shepard. So the Warriors continuing to take advantage of Bobcat turnovers, and that was prime example right there, Alex.
And again, we said it in the first half too. It's one thing if you're going to push the ball, something the Bobcats had kind of struggled with tonight, but then again, when you're making bad passes like that, on your fast break offense, you're just obviously never going to get good looks if you're turning it over when you're trying to push the ball. So again, I know they trail by 31, but you still got to just slow it down on offense and value these possessions to try and claw your way back into the game.
It was Even there, gets his first back. Or turnover affect them. They continue just to push to the other side, and we've got a few subs coming in for Washington. It's going to be Osborne and Sanchez checking in for the Warriors. It's a 59-30 lead here for Washington with 4:21 remaining. Even to inbound, gets it to Harden. Harden lets it roll a little bit, then picks up the dribble, takes it past the half-court line. He's guarded at the top of the key by Shepard. They go left wing to Wheelborg. He's guarded by Sanchez. Wheelborg with a ball screen and a slip, and then it was knocked out of the hands. It was Verhey who stole it from Mo, and then he laid it in with the right hand off the glass. So another fast break. A couple points there for the Warriors, Alec.
Yeah, and again, I just said it not too long ago, just very curious to see how many of their points have come in the paint. It seems as though they're getting backdoor layups or the fast break offense that they have. Again, it just shows how athletic this Washington team is. It seems as though they are never tired. And we said it before, as soon as Brookings, maybe misses a shot, Washington's got 2-3 guys all the way down the court, and we've seen 1-2 passes for layups. And we've said, if Brookings were to make that top 16, and if they were to match up with Washington, not likely, but you never know. They would have to know right now this is a very physical, athletic team that loves to push the basketball. So they're going to have to do something with that if they were to see these guys again.
Jumper off the mark. It ended up into the hands of Wheelborg, who couldn't complete the pass, threw it out of bounds. A little miscommunication there, and it's going to be Svenis and Lease in for Brookings. In for Washington, it's Caden Schmidt and Gage Gaska. So getting to see that 6'7 junior. Feel like we haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight, Alec. Again, that's maybe where they're missing the 6'8 Akat.
Exactly. Haven't really seen any of him tonight. The height, as it's going to go right through the hands of Daniel Sanchez. But again, Washington hasn't really needed the height advantage tonight with how well they've been pushing the ball. And again, with Michele Kambalo, who's just been all over the place, offensively, defensively. He's a guy that you can just tell Washington relies on to score the basketball, and he's done a very good job of that tonight.
Yeah, Washington up to 9 scores this evening. So again, continuing the balanced attack on offense as it was Svenis trying to get it to, I think it was Owen Burns, and then it was Gaska using his height to get the steal there. He tried going over the top. Never going to be too successful, Alec, going over the top of a 6'7" guy.
No, it's tough. And again, that's where we've seen Washington take advantage of the height that they have going into the guys from Brookings. And again, that results in them getting to the line. It's tough for Brookings to go into the lane. We've seen them do it tonight, but it seems as though it's almost been a block every time for Washington. Whereas on the reverse, when you have the height advantage like Washington does, they're going in for layups or they're drawing fouls, and that's what's been getting them to the line here tonight as he converts the second one, giving Washington a 32-point lead at 62-30 with 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth.
That was Verhey to knock down the second one, so he's got 3 points tonight for the Warriors. One thing we haven't talked about, Alec, is the fouls. We've only had 3 total fouls in the second half, whereas we saw Brookings force Washington into the bonus early on in that second quarter, so a completely different second half compared to the first in the sake of fouls. Only 2 for Brookings, 1 for the Warriors as even drives goes back to Burns.
I think Brookings had 3 fouls in the first 30 seconds of the game, not like you
Tough
said.
Take there from even, and 1 lays it in.
And again, that's a great take, and it's too late. And that's something we said at halftime. Brookings, they just need a guy like Jack Even to shoot the ball more. He was 0 of 1 in the first half. That's a tough take, but he's a scorer. He knows how to score. He does it right there. So I know after this game, that's something I bet Coach E and staff talk about, just saying to him, hey, we just need you to shoot the ball more.
So Even probably ends his night with 5 points as he did complete the and 1. It's going to be Jackson Eck checking in for him. So 7 scores from Brookings, but just we talked about the double digits and just not many there. And Ammon had 8 in the first half. He's been held scoreless so far in the second. Really hasn't made any impact on offense for the Bobcats as the Warriors have done a good job. So kudos to them defensively and offensively tonight. Just overall a dominant performance from the Warriors.
And again, thinking back to that Huron game, Brookings forced so many turnovers. When you force turnovers, you're obviously getting second, third chance points to score on the offensive end. So last week when you forced 10 turnovers in the first half, that's what led to guys like Ammon, Even, and Mo all having double digits at the end of the night because they were able to force so many turnovers, and that's just something we haven't seen from Brookings do tonight against Washington.
Wheelborg went baseline there and got his shot pinned against the backboard by Gaska, so the 6'7" junior coming to life here late in this fourth quarter, and we're at 1 minute 40 seconds. It's a 62-33 lead for Washington. Left side over to Sanchez. They go back to the right-hand side to Verhey. He goes baseline, goes up against Svenis, can't get it to fall, hit the backboard and nothing else. Tipped around a little bit, ends up into the hands of Owen Burns, so the Bobcats push here with 1:20 remaining in the game. They go right wing over to Lease. We've seen a perimeter shot go down for Eck. Couldn't get that 3-point shot to fall. Rebound Warriors here pushing to the other side. They wanted the 3-point shot there. The bench did from Sanchez. They stood up thinking he was going to take it. He didn't take it. Probably a wise decision to slow it down. Gets it to Schmidt, the 6-foot junior, and he can kind of run the offense here with still 18 seconds to go on the shot clock, Alec.
And again, Sanchez with almost a no-look circus layup.
Was that on purpose?
I think so. Again, shot clock was running low. So I think he
they
thought
were still over 10 seconds.
Maybe he was facing the basket a little better. Nonetheless, that bench would have definitely erupted if a layup like that would have gone in.
It was a 3-point miss from the corner for Wheelborg. So we've got about an 8-second differential here. So the Warriors will have to get a shot up. Schmidt didn't take the 3-pointer, backs it up, goes continuous between the legs about 8 times there, Alec. Just showing off the ball handling skills. Why not at this stage in the game? They go left side over to Osborne. Osborne goes top of the key. They go right-hand side to Verhey. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. They go back to the corner. It's Osborne. Then they go to Verhey. Verhey drives down the middle, tries to kick it to the corner to Sanchez. A one-handed pass, a 3-point shot from Gaska, the 6'7" junior, off the mark. Down to 5 seconds here. Bobcats just going to try and get one last shot up here as they are down 29. They get it to Eck. Eck decides not to shoot it, so it's going to be a 62-33 final score. The Washington Warriors prevail against the Brookings Bobcats here in Bob Josted Gym on this Tuesday evening. We'll take a 4-minute break. When we come back, post-game show, we'll get an interview from head coach Travis Engebretson of the Brookings boys Bobcats basketball team. We'll take a 4-minute break. Back in 4, Kid Country 102.3.